Okay, all right, guys. Quick message about the bee. I managed to get my account back. I haven't got the first one that was hacked. My phone is considerably, all the phones I noticed they are being hacked. I know that what is being done is against humanity and against all sorts of laws that could be put right for these things. The information gathering has been such an overwhelmment of unrighteousness, and I'm very skeptical about Coin right now. I just want to say to the youth of our country, England, do not trust your government. Secondly, be precautious of all the exchanges. You will lose money. Be careful about being employed by them, because you don't know what they are really wanting to do and how they do it. It's another way of crashing on the market and using the tools of people and what they can do to flourish their business. There is also another thing that need to be added, and that is do not be discouraged, all right? But you need to be precautious of what you are educating yourself with and by who. You need to be aware of programming. You need to be aware that your government are not there to serve you. You also need to be precautious of the companies that there already are, because they are too not doing what they should be doing. Now, I don't know if this will get out. I don't know if they will shut it down. But I would say, beware of what you are doing. Ask yourself in your heart, who is it that you serve? I would say also, be precautious of those that you may be serving, for you do not know enough, as I do not know enough. However, we are besieged with a lot of interference, and I refer to the Guru because I do not believe for 1 second that Western power, that they have control over the people and what they are doing. So I know that they are answerable for the crimes that individual people are doing against humanity. And we only have 10 or 12 years. Now, I know that we are looked upon not very nicely from other countries. Doesn't matter what you believe from media. And it matters not. We have our freedom of agency, as it could be put. Not agency, I would not like to use that, but it's referred to understanding that. So I would really seriously say to you that you need to check yourself within. You need to be one with yourself, happy with oneself, and look for the correct and rightful ways to be. Now, again, I came across quite angry, quite loud. I forgive myself because I know that you know, it was out of my hands. It's not for my fault that these things are going on. I know that if I get took down, I know that again it is because they wish this not to be seen and not to get out. And the reason being is because they want to keep us all in slavery. This is not on. This is no good. It will become to an extent that through our ignorance as a human race in England, our rudeness, our arrogance, our evil beseechments, it's a very good time, but also it's kind of a miserable bad time because people are going to be miserable, unhappy. I know many people are unhappy with what have happened already. And nobody wants to do anything. It seemed this way. This way is ignorance in its bliss because they get to control you. This is not good. It is gone very far past the governings that think that they have a service to themselves in the name of their country and their fellow beings. At the same token of this, there are people that are willing to do anything because they are being controlled by them and by the unrighteous, you could say, influences. Now, I know I've been striving for a lot of things now, like I scrap out stuff, I want to put video online, and I would like to be financially free. There's no doubt about any of these things. But then there's big questions involved on, we have not long to sort out what's going on with the ocean. We have not that long to sort out what the damage we have done. And that goes for every single one of us, me included. So when you are faced with the real truth that they deny to tell you, they do not want you to know. I know that because I know, I feel, why should there not everybody know? But many people really, really do not know, choose to not know. I cannot really repeat what I know will become of these people. But it's safe to say that, say, 10 to 15 years, the whole world will change. Now, it's up to us whether that's for the better good of us, humanity, or whether that is not for anything that be good, which will mean they want us to leave in ships to find something else or another planet, or this is not correct. Because what would we do to that planet? The same. And it's true to add the fact that humanity are not allowing this planet to flourish. So we need to change this. If we cannot do this, we will become extinct. So I leave it with you in a better way and frame of mind. And I would like people to be able to subscribe and see, because the more taps on like, the more subscribes, the more people will see. And the more people will add. And the message will be more clearer. It takes people like you and me to make it clearer. so people will be more convinced of what is truth to the real truthful way of living. This other way that we have been programmed to be in a race to, it is destroying you. It's destroying me. Take courage. Get it on there. Take courage. Take a subscribe. Take out time to tap a like. This isn't really what I wanted to be doing with any YouTube. However, it's not going to just remain this. I do have stuff that I wish to put out, which is just educational in some senses, and learning for others, and to just share content that I believe I can share and should be able to share. I do also know, though, that the more people that they take down on this platform, in the end, people will come off of the platform and they will go on to a platform that is more desirable to be able to give freedom of message. And because of this, they need to be extremely careful on what they choose to do. Now, I not lie about anything. I am about the truth. So if this get took down, they deny the truth. And this is another frame, a way of them being able to control what happens in this world. This will stop. It has to stop. And some of this is referred from the Guru, because I understand quite quickly and neatly, not everybody can do as I do. Therefore, I warn you to be precautious in the way in which you try to become the human beings that you should. As I say, and as I would like you to subscribe and like, for I would like more people to know, and I would like more people to be able to change that in there, your whole being, okay? It's very important for your own survival that you are able to do these things. And believe you me, I feel the tensions of how and anger that they have upon me. I feel it so much, and even people around me, you know, we can be so poisonous to each other. We don't realise how bad we really are, how wicked we really are. I also would suggest that even though I have a black hood and a black inside, that's something noticeable now, but try and have a positive outlook with having bright clothing. You don't want to be wearing black. Now, forgive me, because I didn't realise up until looking back at myself there's an inside black, so I'll need to change this. However, you know, as I say about the truth, you need to be very precautious on how you are wearing your black items, because if you really truly do not want people to be killed and you don't want people to take your life, I'd be very careful of black, okay? Because you do not know what you are doing. I cannot say that I do. I'm trying to change all these things rapidly, as quick as I can. Not for fear, for I not fear the wicked. And I do not like what I know they can do. But, as I say, I will hit them chin on. They will receive their reward if they come to do me a harm. The only difference is I am in acknowledgement of the truth. And I know that I have a lot of power humanity power. That is not easily got. And I can't say that it is not just individually me and all the hard earnings and workings that I've tried to do in my life to live a cherishable, good life, if that was the right words. But we are so in a state, humanity in England, we are so rude and arrogant. Because we can do whatever we wish to do as a human, living, breathing person. This again, it is an issue that we all need to take on board. And don't be discouraged when you are faced with the, you could say, oppression that wants to have you go back to the way in which you have been programmed. With even your self-programming, it happens. And we can't be right outside unless we're right inside. And I don't mean inside a building. I'm talking about inside your being, your body. Not my body, your body. My body is my body. My mind is my mind. The same it is for you. And when you know and discover this, the quicker you can mend this is very much in favour for you and your existence as a human, living, humanity person, being. It would be nice if I got this out. It would be nice if this does go to people and make people think about how they are being themselves outly. I mean, I have a dog and I see how I've been with him, and I'm not liking everything, but I'm so quickly aware to change everything and discover how it is that he be. Very delicate to how I can change him. So again, we are faced in a time that it is really a good time, because it is like the Guru have said, it isn't really about the sword, it isn't really about arms, and we need to be careful with what we're doing. It's like I scrap out and I want to sell my scrap, but who is it going to? To make shells to kill people innocently? So I'm holding back what I have, even knowing that they could come and take it. As far as I'm concerned, that is theft, because what I have is mine. And every individual building that is, you could say, owned by a council or owned by a government, as they would want it to be believed, it doesn't. It is the people's, It is the people's roads. It is humanity's earth. It is humanity's dwellings. And so when I build this picture for you, just be aware of that. Just be aware of also what they have already done. I not forget what they have done. And for the people that have suffered the hands of the wicked, I hold them here, not in their deceased manner, but in thought about them, thinking about how they may have suffered, thinking about how they have been victim, to the wicked hands, it's the same as the doctors and nurses. If they are not right within and their hands not clean and their views not correct, then how are we ever to progress? Potions are not the answer. Slice and dice is really not there. It's not correct. But fortunately, we have learned, and some things have to remain. You know, I've got to go to the hospital too. I have a hernia. Through working for the system, I have met extreme rebukeness and hardship from something that have no known control of me. It was not of my doing as such. So this is why I would say, you know, who do you serve? Ask yourself a question. Where is the light that you are? Yeah. Where is the goodness of you inside? And how are you going to find that out? And what you have to do is going to be the same for everybody in different ways in which suiteth them. And it's not going to be so speedily as others. Unfortunately, we are governed by, like you could say, natural laws. And they are laws that govern the way in which you will react and be as a whole individual person. So when you're living correct and okay, you will be more free and more of a good influence to others. You will not be discouraged, although it is difficult because there are those that want to impose their wickedness upon you. As well as fear and the many, many traits of what the wicked do and have and do. So, what to leave you with? There is hope for humanity. There are humanity that are already in full swing of what is good to be as individuals. The assumption from what I've learned so far is that, you know, we've had a couple of years with the Guru saying all these things. But it's the youth that it needs to go to, because they are our future. And you need to be aware of the companies and the peoples that are, they only want to be incredibly rich or wealthy so that they can do as they please, whether people know or whether people do not. Whether they can leave and live in secret or not. You know, I don't know where this may go, but at the end of the day, I know that to be free, I thought I was spiritually free from Western culture and through Western dictatorship through religion. I'm grateful to the Guru because he showed it so real. and the understanding of our responsibilities as individuals for ourselves, and it sounds very selfish, but this is really where it be, because if you cannot not be correct within yourself, you can't be correct outside with others. And most, I would say probably 80% of people are not right to be communing with other people. So again, knowing some of the things that there are that have happened, and knowing the fact of truth, and wanting to make a difference in the most positive ways. In the most positive ways, because I can only start from where I'm at, and I know that that is correct. And I didn't know until I did. And everything that I did do before feels such a loss of time, of effort, being held back, being suffocated, being denied. All of these things. So this is another reason for putting this out, because people need to change. And we can't change this world and make it a better place unless we change. So that's the reason for the message, for people to change. Thankfully I have this, and I can, if it does get suffocated, then I will have to find another route out. So my brothers and sisters, and even the youth, I beg you, really, change yourself before we lose this planet or our life on it. Because the truth is really there before you each and every day, just even commonly where you live. But because of the way people are today, in the way that we are in England, we're chasing death. And it's not a good thing to do. I mean, I've lost half of my life. I consider, well, it's hard to say how long one could live. I mean, I could be took out any time. I could go out and get knocked down by a bus. Not likely, but it could happen. Or a lorry. Or a person that isn't correct in their mind. So, you know, life can be very short. And I feel so strongly for all the life that have been ignorantly lost and taken for all the wrong reasons, and it not serve humanity. And I think if the world is not, as a people, humanity not looking to serve humanity, I believe humanity will let go of you. And that is a real serious condition of not, you know, people love people, they have good, strong relationships. But if they are not correct, then this is a very big issue and chance that it can happen to you. Now, I don't know enough to be able to back any of that up as such, and I would refer back to the Guru. So, yes, I may have some more messages expressing some of my views. And I'd rather it be of peace outwardly to you, and that you can find your own self and own way to be able to flourish. And I'll leave this with you for now.